Let's make our own blankety blank. To make our own blankety blank, the first thing we do is type our story onto our slide. We made the story how to make a cake. The next thing that we do is we go through our story and find words that we would like to be able to make our blank. So for example, flower is a word that I would like to make my blank. So I highlight it with my mouse, I underline it, and I'm going to put some spaces before my word and after my word. This just kind of helps me know where I'm going to be placing and make room where I'm going to be placing my my blank. So for example, flower is a thing. It is a noun. So I can drag and drop the noun here to my space. Notice that I'm doing some adjusting, some dragging and adjusting, so that I can fit the word noun perfectly there. Let's keep going. Maybe in the next sentence, I would like to change this action of adding something, and I'd like to make that a blankety blank. So I'm going to be putting some space before and some space after. So let's see. Add. Add is an action. It's something that we are doing. An action word is a verb. So I'm going to drag and drop my verb over. Again, notice that I'm going to be making some adjustments just so I can make sure that it fits nicely there. Let's find our next blank. I think I'm going to have baking soda be a blank and baking powder be a blank. You can see I highlight the word I want to make a blank using my mouse, and then I underline it. Then I can go back and decide, baking soda, what is that? Baking soda is a thing I cook with. A thing is a noun. So I replace it with the word noun. Baking powder, also something that I cook with. That's a noun. So I drag and drop over a noun. Again, sometimes when we put our blank on top, we may have to do some adjusting. So I will click on my blank and drag it over a little bit just to size it up perfect for this space. I can also click on it and move it a little, right? So I can expand it or move it. So now we have our second sentence with our blanks. Let's look at our next. Stir in 1 cup of milk. I like this number here. Now, this isn't a part of speech, but numbers are often fun to make a blank. So I'm going to highlight my number and make it underlined. That's going to remind me that I'm going to put the blank there. I need to have a little bit of space before and after my number so that I can make sure I can fit my blank. Notice I have here a blank that I can drag and drop over that says number. Perfect. In my next sentence, I might choose to maybe make the word pieces a blank. Add in 3 chocolate pieces. I'm going to underline pieces. Let me think. What are pieces? There are pieces of something. It's a thing, and not just anything, but it's plural. That means I'm going to need a plural noun for this. So I'm going to add some spaces. Remember, we add spaces before and after, just because it helps us make room to move our blank in. This blank, remember, is a plural noun. So I'm going to drag my plural noun over. Next, it says I need to crack 2 eggs. I like this action word here of cracking an egg. I'm going to make that my blank. I'm going to underline it. And I see that crack an egg. I'm going to add some space in. Before, I'm going to move it, and after. So adding space before and after, I get this action word of crack, which means it's an action or a verb. So I'm going to drag over to my blank the word verb. Next, I'm going to go place the batter in a big pan. Ooh, I like these 2 words. I like the word big and I like the word pan. I'm going to underline both. I'm going to put some space before and after the word big so I can fit my label, my blank, and make plenty of space. All right, so we have a big pan. Here, big and pan are 2 different parts of speech. I know a pan is a thing I cook in, so pan must be a noun. Big. Big describes my noun. It tells me the size, which makes it an adjective. So I'm going to move in my adjective. So I have my noun and my adjective. In my last sentence, I know that I will bake the cake in the oven at 177 degrees Celsius for 20 minutes. I'm going to have some fun again with a number. I like the temperature number that we have here. So I'm going to use that as my blank. And I'm going to put some space before and after it so that I can then move my blank of a number into it. Number. And you know what? For fun, let's do 2 numbers. Let's also do the number 20. I'll underline that for my next blank and make some minutes. Move it over with some space, and I will drag and drop in my blank for number. And again, if you need to resize anything, you can always resize your blank so that it fits just right. Here we have now completed our story on how to make a cake. We added in our blanks and we've identified the parts of speech. So now we have one final piece. This final piece means that we get to move our blue onto our work so we can hide our story for someone else to enjoy. So I'm going to bring over my blue. Now you'll notice it covers up my story almost. You might need to sometimes adjust the blue to be a little bit bigger too, just to cover everything, like you see here. And now our story is hidden. We can now share this story with another classmate. They can enjoy and be surprised by it as well. Let's pretend we're playing Blankety Blanks, and we've never seen this story before. My first part of speech is a noun. When I click on the noun, I can double click, click, and highlight it. Now I can type in a noun. For my noun, I'm going to use the word rain. That is a thing. The next one is a verb. Click, click. And now I can think of an action. My action here is going to be, let's say, pull. Pull. That is an action word. I need another noun. My noun here is going to be mud. Rain makes me think of mud. I need another noun. Also, when it rains, not only do we get mud, but we can also get a puddle. Now I need a number. I'm going to choose the number 315. Now I need a plural noun. My plural noun, I'm going to highlight so I can type it in. My plural noun is going to be ferns. Ferns, since we've been in the timeline of life. I need another action word. My action word this time is going to be to curl. Curl. Now I need an adjective. My adjective is going to be tiny. I need a noun. If I think about rain again, I'm thinking about how rain comes from a noun, which is a cloud. I need two numbers to end up my work here. This number will be 4,212. And this number will be 9,999,999. That should do it. And if our classmates have finished typing in each part of speech, they will then have the big reveal. Dun, dun, dun. They can move the blue away and read their silly story. How to make a cake. To make a cake, we begin by putting the rain in a bowl. Next, pull in mud and a puddle. Stir in 315 cups of milk. Add in 3 chocolate ferns. Curl 2 eggs. Place the batter in a tiny cloud. Then bake the cake in the oven at 4,212 degrees Celsius for 9,999,999 minutes. Your classmates will enjoy your hard work and you'll get lots of practice in parts of speech.